Hey YouTube, it's Des, and today I'm going to be doing a video on basically like my life as a foster parent. Some of you guys know, I am a foster parent. I have been a foster parent for 6 years now, going on 7, and I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little overview of like how I decided to get started, what it takes to become a foster parent, and the kind of like ups and downs of being a foster parent. So let's just get started. Okay, so I originally wanted to open up a group home down in Atlanta. When I finished school, my major is in women's studies, so I had like a really big interest for like young teen girls, trying to like help them get out the streets and kind of like find their self identity. So I wanted to open up a group home here down in Atlanta. Now, when I got here down to Atlanta, I found out that they hadn't licensed that many group homes in like 3 years. So here it was 2010, and they hadn't licensed one since like 2007. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna have any luck with this. So when I purchased my home, I kind of revisited the situation. I'm like, okay, like what can I do to help? Because I really want to work with teen girls. So I met this lady, and she kind of like became my mentor, and she was a foster parent. So I was like, hey, that sounds like a great idea. So that's what I did. I was like, I will go ahead and purchase a home and just kind of go along with the steps to become a foster mom. So the first steps that you have to do to become a foster mom is just contact your children and family services and kind of just see like what all you have to do. I believe here down in Atlanta, I had to do 20 hours of classroom work, and then you have to do like lots of home visits, and you have to go all the way back. They go all the way back to your family tree, just like a background of everything that you have as a person. Background check, fingerprinting. You have to give your work. You have to have a decent income to be able to care for a child before the supplemental income that they provide for you. Your home has to be like licensed, so you have to have a certain amount of rooms in your home. You can have an apartment. You can have a two-bedroom apartment. You can be single. You can be married, divorced. That really doesn't matter as long as you have the space and your home is safe and your background and your fingerprinting comes out great. So it's not as hard as people may think. It is time consuming, very time consuming, but in the ending, it's very rewarding. So I went through DeKalb County Children Family Services, but at one point I was going to switch to a private agency. Private agencies are, for one, they help you more with like the supplemental part of it, and you get a lot more help as far as like treatment for the kids if they have like behavior problems or medical problems or anything like that. But the thing about a lot of you may get more money income wise to help out with to take care of them, but you get a lot more behavior issues and like medical issues. So you may want to take that into consideration if you do go with a private agency. So let's just go to the good and the bad about being a foster parent. And I really wanted to do this video because Mother's Day is on Sunday, so I will be putting up 2 more videos regarding like being a parent and like surrounding Mother's Day. So yeah, so okay, I'll just go ahead with the bad. So the bad side of being a foster parent is that you have a lot of children that go in and out of your home. You do get placements where they stay like for long periods of time, but sometimes it's short term. And the bad part about it is that you never really know how long they'll be there. Like 9 out of 10 times they'll be there. So they may say, oh, it's going to be a week, but a week in foster care land is like a month. So you got to kind of take that into consideration. And you have to keep in mind, this is not a job. Like, it's not a part-time job. It's more of a lifestyle. So don't look at it as, I'm working like to do this, because it's not a daycare. You have to really like treat them like they're your own kids, because it wouldn't make sense for them to come into your home if they're going to be like treated as like a job. So you have to keep that in mind. If you don't have the type of lifestyle to parent, then I don't think this would be a good thing for you to do. Another dislike is it's not the best when it comes to looking for like any type of assistance. So you have to be really ready to put in the work to becoming a foster parent because it's very stressful. Like, at times when kids need assistance with, like behavior problems, medical, clothing, even sometimes schooling stuff. You can call and sometimes you won't get an answer back, so you have to be prepared to go in your pockets and spend lots of money on these kids because, like I said, if you want to be a good foster parent, you have to treat them like your own. Because I know I've taken several losses when it comes to like money, but in the ending, it's always like come back, like doubling a blessing. So it doesn't really bother me that much. Also, some of the bad things is that you can get some kids that are going to be a little bit more than what you expected, and sometimes you can't just like be like, oh, you have to go. You have to like wait until they find other placements, and sometimes they may not fit your family. I started when I didn't have any children at all, and I've had several permanent placements, meaning they were here for quite some time, and then I've taken in like over 20 kids, 20 or 30 kids or more. I've really like lost count over my period of being a foster parent, like for respite or just for short periods of time until they could go back home. So those are some of like the dislikes about being a foster parent, and it's very tiresome, it's very stressful, and you have to remember that these kids are very fragile, so they're not going, you didn't raise them, so you have to like really be careful about the things that you say to them and how you treat them, because you don't want them to like feel like they're not wanted and you don't run away and that type of thing. So that's like the dislikes of being a foster parent. And then the likes that I have about being a foster parent is it's very rewarding. I keep up with mostly all of my kids. Over time, my permanent placements, I've had 6 girls and 1 boy that was permanent. And I keep up with majority of my girls. And then even the ones that have gone in and out, I still keep up in contact with them like every now and then. I have a 3-year-old daughter of my own now, so it has gotten a lot harder, like having permanent placements, because I don't want her to learn bad habits and have kids around that don't make me feel safe with her, because I don't want to put her in those situations when she doesn't need to be. So that's the only thing that I can say. But the good part is that she loves them. She loves having other siblings. She does have other siblings like on her dad's side, but we live in different states, so it's really great to have siblings there. She can call her sisters and brothers, and she doesn't know them as foster kids, so it's just like, oh, I have these brothers and sisters. But it does kind of suck when they have to leave, because she asks me like, oh, where are they? I miss them, and so that gets kind of sad. But in the ending, I do, like I said, I do try to keep up with them and like get them see them on the weekends or FaceTime or call, so that she can hear their voices, and it makes like her day and my day, because just to know that they're doing well. And even the ones that aren't doing as great, I do try to still like do stuff for them, and let them come to my house and just like meet up with them, and I'm like always there for them. And in the ending, like the kids that you like grow those bonds with, like they always have your back. Like they love me like unconditionally. I love them. And it's just like nothing better than being like a good foster parent, because it always comes back like double time and a great blessing. Like I've been really blessed to say that I've had good experiences, because I've treated them well and I've taken care of them as if they were my own, and they're not just like the foster child, they're like my baby. So I spoil them all, and that is basically my life and my story of being a foster parent. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Another video will be going up on Friday of this week and Sunday. Make sure you subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.